Hey, welcome to class today. So glad to see you. We're so glad to be back. And today we're going to be talking about the assignments for class, as well as I'll be talking about a new app that I have here. Have lots of different new apps, and exciting because we're using them up on the big monitor and the kids just love it. Anyway, let's go through the assignments really quickly. You'll have exercises, book assignment, note recognition, and review songs, and visit the Facebook page. So daily exercises, your kids are coming along great. So they're putting hands, the youngest children are being able to move their fingers, which is exciting because finger development's coming on, happening. I'm seeing that. Those little fingers are moving. That means they've had to be very patient. And they're shifting up now, and they're not looking. The goal is not to look at their hand. So if they can't do that, just stay on the same 5 keys. As they feel those in their fingers, the finger memory will take over. Once they can do that without looking, that's awesome. They can start to shift. Shift. And they can go all the way up the keyboard. That was your right hand, now your left hand. It can start here or you can go down here, either place. So it's kind of fun to explore different parts of the piano. Doesn't necessarily even have to be there. It could be lower, down here. I know you can't see that in the camera, but that's, or even down here. It's great to explore different places of the piano. So they start to recognize high and low. Okay, once they've done that, they shift up. Again, they're trying to do this without looking. Now, most of them want to just start trying to not look at first, but of course, if they can't do it looking, they don't want to start doing it without looking. Okay, next is hands together. And the very beginning classes, that's where they're at. Several of those kids are ready to do this. So let's say it's really hard for them. Then only have them do the first 2. Have them do that. And then the next day, if they can do that, add the next one. They can go up and down. Just a little bit. And each day, the next day, build on their successes. All right. This week I want you to start talking about skipping. Say the numbers 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. They can do that with their fingers moving in the air. Left hand, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. You can do that randomly during the day in the car to help them, and then they'll start playing that. This is what the youngest kids are going to be doing next week. That's different from stepping. Now remember to go at the speed that your child can go, you know, that they can play, that they're capable of, and just push them just a little bit. Okay, they're coming along. Always encourage. Okay, and the older kids are playing major 5s, C, G. They should be able to find their positions fast. D. Here's a harder one, E flat, F. I'm kind of going, my hand's a little off because I'm videoing this through a stand. But those are the notes for the major 5s, and the older students need to know that. And they need to do them fast, and they're getting there. We're going to be having some more songs. All right. After you've done your exercises, then the next thing is note recognition. And note recognition means that they can read the notes very fast. Very fast. Well, what does that mean? That means if I put the metronome on at somewhere between 50 and 60, the student needs to be able to recognize the name of the note. And the names of the notes are written in the book, and each time they add a new note, it's highlighted. So they can always look back here. You notice at the beginning of their songs, it shows them where to start. It tells them the names of the keys and where to put their fingers. This is number 1. So they should be able to say C, D, E, C, D, E. So that's the speed they need to be able to go. Now many of them can't go that fast. So this is where they need to practice at home. The older kids, let's see if I can grab their book. Have this many notes to learn. So if you can see this, they're going to be playing more than that. They're going to be playing, let's see, they're going to be playing all the notes from middle C all the way up to E. So what I'm trying to say is this is a separate book. So your child, if they're in this beginner book, you want to make sure that they learn these notes as they go so that it's not overwhelming. Okay? So they need to be able to say those quickly. Now, the older kids will need to be able to read those fast. They have hands together, so they need to be able to say E, C, and we'll put the metronome on. E, C, D, G, E, D, E, C. So that takes practice to be able to read that fast. So start slower, of course, and then go faster. Also, we have a new app that we're using in the studio. It's called Flash Note Derby. You can add that to your, you can purchase that if you want for a phone or an iPad. This is customized. You can customize it. So by highlighting it, it would test you on those notes. Then you can go back. Let's just do a few of them. We did C, D, E for the very beginners. You can do 10 questions, 20 questions, 30. Walking speed, trotting, canter, or gallop. So walking, let's see, will be like this. So I punch this. We're going to start it. And you'll hear it. Horsey's coming out here. It's a fun way to learn notes. So they have to be able to say the name of the note. E, D, E, C, and so on. And at the end of the lesson, let's say I miss some. Let's just miss some here. I'm just going to miss them on purpose. You should hear the sounds. I think they're cute. Okay, at the very end, excuse me, this is what happens. So, of course, they're going to miss some. Here's reviewing mistakes. This note is a C, and it tells them the name, and they can stop there and think about it for a little bit. Have them draw it. Then go to the next. This is a D. So that's the only two that I missed. So, okay, and then they can race again. So that's a great app. It's fun. It can be used for all levels. The part I like about it is that it's customized, so you can work on those notes that you need to. All right, then the next thing we have on here is the book assignments. I think I skipped over that one, so I went to note recognition. So book assignments next. These are the pages that your children will need to be doing for their class. And I've highlighted in blue a certain page. If they learn that really well and they can do it by themselves, they can earn an extra gumball, which is exciting because we have $5 gumballs, we have $1 gumballs. If they have certain stars on them, the kids love it. So these are the different pages. And you can, in those pages, on those pages, you'll want to have them read their notes. And they're learning to find the pulse, and they're learning to find the location of the note. There's a lot of things going on in these songs. So they have to decide when they're playing which hand plays it. They have to be able to know what the name of the note is, what finger plays it, and where it's located on the keyboard. So there's a lot of things going on. Before they start, they should set a pulse. So if you have a metronome, you can put that on, maybe after 2 or 3 times of playing it through, because they're going to have to stop and figure out the note at first. So C, B, A. This is at 37, this tempo on your metronome. That's the number. You can download an app, a free app for a metronome. All a metronome does is it has a steady pulse. And this is a hold that whole note. Hold that whole note. So that helps you to see that there's a lot of things going on there in order to play that really well. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the Facebook page. On my Facebook page, that's where you go to see the videoed lessons, right? So when you go to Facebook, you can see that if you have to have a Facebook account, and you don't have to use it, but you have to sign up for one in order to use Facebook or see other people's Facebook pages. So I'm going to go to Facebook here. Let's see if I can get into Facebook and show you Facebook. It's pretty easy to get into. All right, so let's see if I can get there for you really quickly. Here it is. Okay, this is the Facebook page, and this shows you what's going on in the studio. And I will write articles in here. I'll post articles. Let's see if I can get this moving over. Doing it. Feel like okay, there we go. Let's see. You can see pictures, and we never put the students' names in, but you can always comment here. You can share it with Grandpa and Grandma. You can like the page. That helps a lot if we get likes. And up here we have a place for reviews. Now, and reviews are really important. And so I would appreciate good reviews. And you can write, you're able to give stars. You're able to give like as many stars up to 5. And I appreciate if you give me 5 if you like what I'm doing with your students. I spend a lot of time outside of your child's class to help prepare for these classes. And so this week we posted and showed that we are now using the app in class. So you can see a lot of exciting things. You can see how happy your children are as they learn. They're progressing. And it's just really exciting time to be alive. They win gumballs. They're so excited about that. They help me teach, which helps them learn. And so this shows you different things that we're doing on Facebook. I appreciate it if you would write a nice review, a good review, and give me 5 stars. That will really help, and hopefully you believe that. So I hope you can see the progress your children are making. Keep encouraging them. Set a few minutes aside each day to practice. 5 days a week, 6 days, something like that would be ideal. Start small. Start a little at a time and build upon that. You can give them, you can make a little chart at home for them to check off every time they practice to help motivate them. But you're very important, parents, to the lesson. All right, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week with a new song and some new apps.